All right, so what is going on? Everyone watching, we're going to be doing something a little different. It has been a long time since I did any kind of special tasting videos, and I had a really cool idea. I just kind of do one on the fly for fun. If this is something you'd like to see me do, let me know down below what I should do for future videos. So what I did here was I went to the local Runnings. If you're not familiar with what Runnings is, think of like a more redneck Walmart. And the reason I go to Runnings is because in that store they have a big section dedicated to really weird and obscure sodas and candies. And basically I just picked out 3 sodas here that I don't think I would have picked on my own. And I poured them into a little red Solo cup. And I'm going to go through each one. How it's going to run down is before I drink it, I'm going to smell it and just give my honest impressions on smell and taste and all that. And we're just going to have some fun. I do have a pretty good stomach when it comes to stuff that may smell bad, unless it's Old Baby formula. We should be okay. So, without any further ado, let's just get right into it. The first one right here, it is Pikes Peak Prickly Pear from Rocky Mountain Soda Company. Reading it says all natural cane sugar. So this one, I'm kind of going from what I think would be the most normal to could be the worst one. So anyway, let's just get right into it. Like, it's got a citrusy, fruity flavor. Like, I almost, it's weird. It's almost like a combination of, like, lemon and lime, but, like, also mixed with, like, a pineapple soda. It's really weird. It's really weird. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so I'm not going to lie, this is actually very bland, much like a pear, which I kind of figured to be. It had a really nice smell. Honestly, what this really needs is, like, it really needs, like, something, a much stronger fruit in here. Like, if a strawberry could take this, cherries would make this really good. Honestly, you really don't get much. You just kind of get, like, it kind of just feels like very generic, soda water that's just made with, like, actual, like, sugar cane. It's really it. Kind of boring. Nothing, not a whole lot there. Bottle design, it's a picture of a porcupine. Yay. So, I really don't have high marks on that. If I had to give it an honest grade, that's a only because it's so generic, and I don't think I won't even go back to it, even for the novelty of it, or like just for the taste. I mean, that's like a D plus. I mean, I don't know, if it had more of like a standout flavor, I would have been all about it, but it's just so bland. There's really nothing there. It's kind of like those, like, throwback Pepsis they did, if they were, like, for a diet and you would just get the sugar cane. That's kind of what that is. There's really not a whole lot there. So just the smell was decent, but, like, once you get into it, it's just bland. There's really not a whole lot there. I mean, if you're someone that's really into just very bland, sugary soda, whatever, then that's for you. Next one is Kansas City made Atomic Fizz. Taste the fusion. It's not making any bold claims. I like the label. I'm a huge fan of the red, white, and blue. Although you could also make the argument that it's also a purple, which is fine. I like bold colors, and I like there being multiple colors on a label. So I'm assuming this is just going to be very, very similar to what regular soda would be. So let's. Okay, that smells like ginger ale. Yeah, that just smells like a really weak ginger ale, like a really weak Canada Dry. is so weird. I'm trying to find the words to describe this. It's like right away it almost feels like you're getting like a taste of ginger, but then it goes away immediately. There's nothing carrying it. But I'm not gonna lie, there's I keep wanting to come back to it. Like it's almost like a very faint ginger ale. And one of the reasons why I don't really drink ginger ale is because I'm just not a real. It just reminds me of being sick as a kid. So like I like the ginger ale flavoring in certain things, like certain candies that are like ginger ale flavored are delicious. Um, this I feel like if it had more of that, but like less of like that whole nostalgia of being stuck home from school sick. I don't know. I'd like it a lot more. And the worst part is like right at the very end, like it pretty much goes from like it's tasting like a very nice mellow ginger ale to a very bland nothing soda that has like even less flavor than this. It feels like, which so I'm just gonna give that a straight up D only because it at least it teased me. It teased me in thinking it was going to be better than what it was, but it lied to me. So I'm not too happy about that. Now the last one. Now this is going to be the fun one. The last one. It's called Swamp Juice. It's soda disgusting. Totally gross soda. Trademark. Fruity mix. The label actually reminds me of like a really cheap beer here in upstate New York. We're very big on our beers, and a lot of the labels are very cheap, and this just reminds me of like a really cheap beer label. However, I don't know. The little mutant swamp fish on it is kind of endearing. Totally gross soda. Okay, Okay. Okay. Has anyone ever tried those firecracker popsicles? Okay, if you don't know what they are, they're a red, white, and blue popsicle going from blue raspberry, lemon, and then I believe it's cherry. And it's like it's obviously the play on the 4th of July. However, like those, you can smell all of those flavors, and it just like taking a quick whiff of this. I can immediately, it smells like blue raspberry. I can get a little bit of lemon out of that. It smells like, now this is just smells, but it makes me think of those firecracker popsicles. And I remember I like just destroying those as a kid because I love them. And I'm a huge fan of blue raspberry. So, I'm really hoping this is an improvement over the other two. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. I don't see myself going out and buying this anytime soon. If they were to offer a 6-pack for it. However, like how I said, it smelled like the popsicle. It kind of tastes like if you were to leave it sitting in like a cup on the kitchen table and you came back to it later and it was all melted and you decided you were going to drink the melty bits. That's kind of what that is. It's a weird hodgepodge of flavors. I mean, I'm smelling like the lemon's very predominant now, and I feel like that cherry's coming through too. The big thing is like, it doesn't like. There's sodas that have flavor that carry, like Mountain Dew. When you drink Mountain Dew, like you get that citrus flavor from beginning to end. This feels like you're getting hit with it all at once, and then it almost immediately goes away. Kind of like if you're drinking what's left over of a melted dessert. But it's definitely better than all of these three. Or I'm sorry, all of these other ones. But again, these sodas are really kind of disappointing in the aspect that they just don't really have a lot of long-lasting flavors. So clearly the one that's advertising itself to be the most disgusting, I think is the best. I give that a C+. That's a C+ novelty soda. Now for those those are wondering like where my scale is, like I'll put it to like this. I was a big Mountain Dew fan. Mountain Dew for me is always in like the A grade. It's always in the A grade. Certain variations definitely mark it lower. The worst Mountain Dew I've ever had in my life was actually the MDXs that they used to sell. And they also did like another really awkward like lime enhanced version of Mountain Dew when they were doing the whiteout, the Typhoon, the live version. And, like, that's an A. B, I pretty much put in any category. Like, B is most other sodas. The C territory are sodas that, like, I'll drink if they're available, if there's nothing else. These two, I can honestly say, in order, going from best to worst, like, I'd say that, and that. Best to worst. That one had the best taste, the best smell. But again, flavors didn't stick around to the end. This one has a good smell, but like it's very bland, and whatever like your nose is telling your brain, it doesn't translate to what you taste. Here is just a whole lot of nothing. Oh my god, I'm actually losing my train of thought because I haven't had soda for over 3 weeks, and my stomach right now is trying to handle it, and it's just trying to do a lot of weird things. So, yeah, I think I lucked out here and I didn't get something I was absolutely going to hate. But anyway, let me know what you guys would like to see me do if you like these kind of things. I'm just trying new things, new videos, trying to get this, try new stuff. Apologize if I'm not articulate enough. But basically, it just sums up like this. What limited time I do have, I like to do stuff on my channel, but I'm also enjoying what stuff I'm doing at home. So, with that being said, that's going to do it for this video, and I'll see you later.